Welcome back. It's time for our Parent to Parent segment with the publisher of Potential Magazine, Pam Mashburn. Let's see the cover of the magazine. This is what the cover looks like, but we're going to discuss this article that's on the inside. I'm going to tilt it up a little bit. An M.R.S. degree. This is about girls, women who go off to college, and not only do they look for a degree, but they also look for a husband. And Pam is here to tell us more about that. Well, Pam,
it's a touchy subject, isn't it?
Well, I don't even know that it should be, but it kind of is. And I don't even know why it made me feel a little uneasy to talk about that. But why wouldn't you? A lot of people do actually, whether they intend to or not, find their mate in college.
And I found mine. I was 18, and we dated all throughout college. And a lot of men are also wanting to get married sometime in their lives.
Are they really?
Well, they're supposed to be.
If you say so.
Yeah. So, but you know, when they looked at young girls, they asked them, like college girls, do you want to be married? And 83% said, yeah, at some point in my life, I want to be married.
Okay.
And they also said, 63% said, I hope I find him at college.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you do hear, I mean, I don't have any data to support this, but we do know a lot of single women that after college go, there's no one to date. Right?
Yeah.
So the nice thing about colleges is probably, and according to this lady that wrote this book, is that it is the largest concentration of eligible men or eligible women to meet that are going to be having the same education and the same kind of maybe value systems. So I think, you know, when we talk about potential, we don't just talk about academic potential. We're talking about how does that child, or how does your child or your student find, you know, reach adulthood and are happy, both relationally, both in their careers. So that's kind of what you might want to start talking about with your kids.
You really do need to talk to them about this. I like that idea. This says Marrying Smart is the name of this book.
Right.
And it's Susan Patton is the lady who wrote it, and they call her the Princeton mom, right?
Yes, yes. She went to Princeton, and she teaches at Princeton, and she has 2 kids. And she just looked around, and for women, she really focused on women because women, their biological clock, they only have a certain number of years that they can have children. Men, not so much, you know. So she really focused on the women to say, don't just focus on your career, but also look at your whole, you know, your whole person, your whole life, and set life goals.
Say you want to be married. That's one thing. That's one set of values. That's one set of circumstances. But then say you do want to have children. That might actually steer them in another direction as far as their career goals.
And you know, and I was telling you before we started, I have an engineering degree and I worked in manufacturing. Well, nobody really talked to me about, well, if you go into manufacturing, it might be difficult to work part-time or to take time off of work to have kids.
Well, same thing with TV. You know,
yeah, it's tough.
And so,
and now I'm not doing engineering because my job now is much more flexible with my kids. But and I don't regret that path, but it never occurred to me to think through those things.
Yeah,
and
but
so,
if you have a daughter at home, though, you're saying this is definitely one of the things you need to discuss as they get ready to go off to school.
Well, and I think it's important, too, as parents, that we start talking to our kids about, you know, what are you looking for in a wife, or what are you looking for in a husband? You know, and we've been talking about it with our kids. Our number one thing is they have to like their mom and dad. It's a no-go if they don't like us.
No felonies. You know, things like that. Yeah, but if you want to find this book, of course you can find it.
It's very controversial, and we don't agree with everything. Definitely look at our magazine.
Yeah, definitely look. This book is one thing, but yeah, that's what I was going to say. Read this article, and if it's something you think you feel like you need to talk to your kids about, it's never too soon to do that. And we do need to start thinking of our kids as young adults, you know, when they get ready to go off to college, because they are facing those adult decisions at that point. So we can't say little Johnny or little Lisa or whatever. We got to start talking to them like, you know, one-on-one, like our peers, really.
That's exactly right. Yeah, we get into that mode of coaching, you know, not copying them as much, but coaching them. And hopefully mentoring them. And hopefully they'll look to us for some guidance. We'll see.
Well, thank you so much. That was good.